Long time ago, in a place not too far from here, there lived a young woman named Mullan. Mullan lived with her mother and father, her older sister, and her little brother. They all loved each other very much. One day, Mullan sat at the family's loom making a dress for her sister when she heard somebody come to the door. It was a general, and he was here to tell Mullan's family that they, like the other families in the village, were ordered to send the strongest man in their household to help fight in the war. That evening, Mullan's family gathered together to discuss what to do. They were worried. Mullan's father was much too sick and much too old to fight, and her brother was too young. That's when Mullan came up with a plan. Mullan decided she would help her family and be the one to go off and fight in the war. As soon as her family went to sleep, Mullan began to prepare. She removed her makeup and dressed in a suit of armor. Mullan then saddled her horse and rode to join the army camp. When Mullan arrived, the general who had come to their home looked Mullan up and down and nodded. He accepted her into the army, believing her to be a mighty man fit for battle. The war took Mullan far across the country. She traveled more than 10,000 miles with her horse. They bravely went across the deepest valleys and valiantly climbed the most frightening mountains. Throughout it all, nobody ever discovered Mullan's secret. After much fighting, Mullan's country had won the war. Mullan had been a brave and commendable warrior, and everyone had been impressed by her skills. But now it was time for her to return home. It had been more than 10 years since she had seen her family, and she missed them very much. Mullan rode her horse all the way home. As she entered her house, her siblings and parents burst into tears. They were so happy to see the return of their daughter safe and sound. Mullan was so happy to be home. Her family had many questions about Mullan's adventures and listened for hours as she told stories about all the things she had done and all the places she had seen. Mullan's family was so proud of her for being such a strong and brave woman. A few days after Mullan returned home, some of her friends from the army came to visit her. When Mullan came out, they were so surprised to see that the courageous person they had been fighting with for so long had been a woman the whole time. Mullan introduced her new friends to her family, and they all sat together for a meal in Mullan's honor. Mullan has been recognized for her bravery ever since, and still is to this day.